my gosh. They love you. Come
Hola,
on
señor.
It is... It is good to be you right now. You have a new film, Blink Twice, is out August 23rd. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
But you made one of the best cameos, I don't know what to call it.
Me neither, by the way.
In Deadpool and Wolverine, you played Gambit, and you were unbelievable, dude. It was the best. It was the best. Here you are as Gambit. Look at this.
Oh God, I could cry. Like I could actually, I could get really emotional because I've been trying to like actively in the industry play that character for the last 20 years, but I was like. I don't know, in third grade, throwing playing cards at my friends in the living room. So I mean,
Is that really the truth?
Yeah. I mean, my dad's from New Orleans. He's from Metairie, and I grew up in Pascagoula, Gaucher, Mississippi. So it was all around just the bayou in general.
That's how you mixed. That's how you got your accent.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, people don't really know this, but there's not a lot of Cajun people in New Orleans. They're more in Lafayette and whatnot. But yeah, you kind of that culture, that sound, sort of kind of marinates all around down there. And so we'd always read this book. It was called The Cajun Night Before Christmas, and it was always the I don't know. We would always play around reading it. So
you were trying to get this movie made, Gambit, and Marvel was like, well, we'll work on it. We'll figure it out.
Man, it was at Fox first, and I worked on it for 6 years trying to get the standalone to happen, and then right on the 1 yard line, we were about to make the movie, and then Fox got bought by Disney, and Kevin actually, Kevin Feige runs Marvel. I love him so much. He literally was like, look, I love Gambit. I just don't know how to do it right now. I don't know how he fits into what we're doing. And so I need to have a minute to figure it out. And now we've sort of cracked a little bit of the code, and hopefully, I mean.
Would you ever do your own movie? Would you do your own?
I would kill kittens to make. I would do lots of terrible things to make that happen.
And did Ryan Reynolds get involved? Or?
And Ryan, I've said this before. Look, this industry is a really interesting thing, and I can honestly say that not one single person is just more of a class act and cares more than that man. He took Gambit out of truly the grave. It was just nothing and nowhere, and he was like, no man, I want this for you. I want this in the movie, and I want to see it, and he made it happen, and I'll forever be grateful to him.
That's good to hear. He's a good dude. That's good to hear.
He really is. He's everything you want him to be.
He is everything, that you want him to be.
It's exactly what you want him to be.
There's memes all over the internet now as you as Gambit.
Oh, Jesus. There's a lot. I've seen that.
Because it's based on one line that you say in the movie. Here's just an example. Just take a look at this.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here. I don't think you guys walk away from this. You just make sure people know what happened here today.
Everyone's doing it.
I've had that moment. I've had that moment at a buffet and been like, I'm not leaving here today. Somebody's gonna die here today.
Yeah. And then here's a totally different character in Blink Twice.
Very.
Great movie, by the way. This is co-written and directed by your fiancée, Zoe Kravitz.
Very much.
Knocked it out of the park. It's fantastic, a psychological thriller. You really don't know what's kind of happening.
It's scary, man.
It is.
She's scary.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I mean, the movie.
What was it like working with your fiance while they're directing a film? It's their first film, right?
Yes, very first film that she directed. She's been creative on everything that she's ever done, but. I got to be honest, it's so double-edged, sworded in a way. Creating is our love language. We really just enjoy that. I didn't have any fear going into making a movie with somebody that you're, there's the love of your life. But it is. No, it's not. Let's just show a clip. Let's just show a clip.
I love you. You're everything I want you to be. You really are everything. You're everything.
But at the same time, the whole movie, I'm just gonna keep going. But the movie really is her. It's just her. Her whole personality is that movie, and like the movie is terrifying. Like you know, like
Yeah,
she's
you're like,
so sweet.
honey, I didn't know you were that dark.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Like you know, when you read it, you're like, oh,
Okay,
like,
wow.
huh. Interesting. Okay, that's underneath the hood. If I pop, if you ever like poke the beast enough, like, that's gonna wake up.
Because your character is very charming when you first meet him, and you go, well, he's a good-looking, charming guy. Runs his tech company. He invites everyone to his private island for a party. What could go wrong?
Yeah. No, it seems like this really
What was
great experience.
I don't know if we can say it on TV, but what was the original title of this?
Oh, it was called Island. I don't know if you're gonna bleep that or not, but an island together, and when Zoe Kravitz sends you Island, you're gonna read it, and you're gonna want to be in it.
Yeah. How do we set up the film? Blink twice.
Blink twice. Look, Frida is the main character, played by Naomi Ackie.
She's great.
And, oh, Lord, she's a beast of an actress. And she's a cocktail waitress, and she gets invited to Slater King, my character's island, and she goes. And I don't know if you've ever had a long weekend before where you're like, I don't even know what day it is exactly. Is it Sunday? Is it Saturday? And then during this like euphoric sort of like, drug-induced experience, you start to realize this, maybe everything isn't exactly okay. Yeah. And then
there's twists.
You really have to decide who you are in that moment, and Frida really goes on a journey, and she turns into that girl.
Yeah.
It's
really good.
Yeah.
I want to show a clip. Here's Channing Tatum in Blink Twice. Take a look at this.
What day is it?
I don't know.
When are we leaving?
Whenever you want.
That's not an answer.
Are you having a good time?
Yes.
Good.
Boop.
Yeah, dude, crazy. You can do it all. He does it all. Channing Tatum, everybody. Blink Twice. Opens in theaters August 23rd. Channing and I are doing something fun after the break. Stick around.